Well, a very, very good afternoon to you all and welcome live from France. We are here at the La Magdeleine field just outside of Paris for the start of the 2025 Barnes Open de France, the French Open. Over 30 matches about to be played with 16 teams battling it out. They'll all be taking to the fields at Polo Club Chantilly and the surrounding area. And we kick off today with our very first match. Kazakh versus Battistoni Polo team for the first opening qualifier of this very highly sought-after European Calendar Cup. Now, it's a milestone in the history of this tournament, as it's recognised as one of the most competitive ones in Europe now. It's really exploded in the last 5 to 6 years on the international polo calendar, and it is attracting some serious talent from around the world. It's a busy time here in France in September. Not only have we got the Open de France, we've also got 3 other tournaments running by the side here. We've got a 4-goal, an 8-goal, and the Women's Open as well. So there are plenty of polo to be played. So umpires are coming out onto the field, and we will be soon getting away for this 16-goal tournament for the Open de France, the Barnes-sponsored Open de France 2025. Great to see 2 great teams ready to kick off as well. Kazakh, number 1, Sébastien Agaton. Number 2, Ramon Coladin. 3, Simon Prado. And at the back, Francisco Elizalde, who defends his title starting off from last year. He holds the title after winning it with La Fija Sandbox, the French Open in 2024. They're up against the Italian-led team, often associated with Rome Polo Club. It is the Battistoni Polo team. At 1, Alessandro Banaba of 0 goals. At number 2, we have Pierre Recce of 4 goals. At 3, brother to Francisco, so it's brother versus brother today, Manuel Elizalde of 6 goals. And at the back, the big tall man, number 4, Lucas James of a handicap of 6 goals. It's 16 goals apiece for both of these teams, and it is great to see the La Magdeleine Polo Club field looking glorious in this windy but autumnal day for France. There's a bit of wind in the air. Henry Fisher joins us as one of the mounted officials from the UK, and Jose Ignacio Raja is joining him mounted. And at the 3rd man position, Clément Gosset. So we've got about 9 umpires that'll be taking part over the course of the 3 weeks. We've got so much polo to be played. There's going to be over 1,000 ponies coming here, and we've got some serious talent as well. I mean, some of the best players in the world taking part in this tournament, which is rapidly rising in one of the sought-after European titles to finish off what has been an incredible season on the European circuit. Join us, Polo Line OK, Instagram, Polo Line INT on Facebook, and Polo Line TV on YouTube. Please do get in contact. Drop us a message. Drop me a message. Who do you think is going to be MVP? Plenty of polo. Plenty of some horses coming to the field. A lot of them coming from the UK and from Salto Grande. Some of these players just finished off in Spain. They've flown over here, literally arriving in the last 24 hours. Ponies coming from the UK season over here to join, and some coming back from Spain. So we've got a big array of horsepower coming to the field. And we're representing over 7 nations within this sought-after Open. Remember, we've got Germany, England, Argentina, Austria, Belgium, Spain, United States for the ladies, Holland, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Poland, Portugal, Switzerland, Sweden. Between the ladies and the Open de France main 16-goal, we are probably around 14 to 15 nations coming to France to represent, which is fantastic. Some of the greatest players in the sport who have played in the French Open have gone on to have huge careers in the Argentine Open. I mean, Juan Martín Nero, Pablo Madonna, Lucas Monteverde, Polito Pierres, Barto and Heta. They played here in the last 5 years, and Facundo Pierres. So it is first chukker, 7 on the clock. We've got 5 chukkers playing out for this kickoff of the tournament. And it is a full schedule. We've got to get 16 teams playing at least 3 qualifying matches. Then it'll go to 4, 5. Some might even play 6 by the end of it. Don't forget to download the app. Enjoy the best of polo from the Polo lineup if you haven't got it already. Really easy to then go and watch on demand and check out with all of the latest. But we will be following every single match here as we go. Now the ball's in play. And we're off to kick off the first Open qualifier on this great field. Picked up by Kazakh, who have just recently come away from being finalists in the British Open in the UK. They won this back in 2023 with Nico Pieres. Early whistle. Sebastian Agaton, I think, just coming through there a little bit over the line as he was going towards goal. It was kicked off, first of all, by Ramon, and then Sebastian came in, but just coming in there was Lucas James for Battistoni. So, ball in play from the back line. Lucas James out wide to the left-hand side. They're on a bit of a run here. Now they've got to set their stall out from the beginning. Battistoni, Kazakh have had a brilliant season and are always either in the final or they've won this French Open. They're in the final of the British Open. They're running high, but Battistoni have got a very well-balanced team, and this could be a nice early goal for Lucas James as he picks up this ball, the number 4-4, Battistoni. He's just got to bring it inside goal. He's got Sebastian Agaton to beat, and it's a little chip through, and it's first goal to Battistoni and to Lucas James, who popped one on the scoreboard in the first minute. Oh, quick look at the replay there. So he just got away from Fran. Fran looked over his shoulder. Sebastian came in, didn't cause the foul. Lucas pops one in there. Ball's in, out the line, out it goes. Comes straight in, look at that, it's Fran and Lucas. Fran and Lucas on either side. It's taken on the near side so brilliantly by the dual threat. He's always either backing up or he's scoring. He was one of the highest goal scorers coming out of the British Open at Cowdrey for the Gold Cup, and he is a high-scoring machine, and he pops that in there and takes one goal straight away on the near side all the way. Lucas just couldn't quite get to him, and it's one apiece as they answer Kazakh for Francisco Elizalde. Francisco coming in for Nico Pieres, who won this French Open in 2023. He first played for Kazakh and came and enjoyed the, as so many of these great players are. This year we welcome Sapo Cassette for his very first French Open, and we got Polon Sterling as well. They've played well. They've had a good couple of years. They played in Soto Grande last year. They entered some of the Argentine tournaments as well, Kazakh. So picked up Kazakh on the attack. In goes Ramon. Simon Prado's there as well. It's backed by Battistoni. Manuel Elizalde comes in, brother to Fran. There's a little bit messy on the scoreboard. Looked like somebody had just trying to take that round there, and it is Fran. Fran comes away with it. Lucas James is waiting. These two are going to have a tussle throughout this match, I feel. A little backhand there. Great backhand from Manuel. Back to try and get away from his brother. Lucas James comes in. There's the shot. A nice shot on the near side by Simon Prado. And did that go over the line? Let's have a look. Yes, it did. Look at this, on the near side. Lucas was appealing for the foul, but he managed to get it. And that's another goal for Kazakh. A couple of change as you've got ponies dotted around. There are no free changes within the format, unless obviously the umpire deems it necessary. But in we go. How quickly can they win this line out? Kazakh, they had a score up there. Now they're going to win another one. And it's a run to goal, being chased by Lucas James. This is great pressure from Kazakh. Lucas James comes in again. Battistoni picked up once again by Francisco Elizalde. Fran, pop through. Another goal again. Nicely done. And Elizalde pops one in there. Khamam was behind, didn't need to finish it off. Fran pops it in, and away they go back to the middle. He's such a dynamic player. I call him the dual threat for those of you that might have followed him in the UK season. He is effective in his playmaking, and I wonder whether he's going to be up there as one of the high goal scorers of the tournament as we progress through this. Now, Ramon Collardin goes forwards. Waiting is Simon Prado. Francisco turns, so does Sebastian. It's picked up now by Battistoni. Lucas James tries to fire the ball up to find Manuel and Pierre. Pierre Reche, number 2, just stops the clock at about 2 minutes 23 there. Whistle. So it is a foul by Battistoni. Just as they turn to play that ball there, the established player on the line was Kazakh. Great to see Fran bringing out a lot of horses from the UK. They've all come out from there. Abajana, Kavalan, and there. What? Don't tell me he's got it. That was a great shot on goal, but it just went a little bit to the wide, to the left-hand side for Fran. He's got some horses from Nico as well. He's got Open Finca, Open Big Sister, Open Mallorca, all coming out as well that he'll be playing over the course of the tournament. Simon Prado will be bringing Corazon Valiente, it's a cracking little pony. Cristal, which is actually from Facundo Pierres. And look at this nice little run from Battistoni. This is where they can be effective in their playmaking. They've had some great wins in Saint-Tropez in the last couple of years, and especially lately on the European circuit. They make some very big titles in the Saint-Tropez Championships, and also, obviously, one of the main teams in Italy. Now, a little foul there coming across the line for Kazakh as he was trying to defend. So we've got a penalty to the black and red shirts, the classic black and red shirts of Battistoni. And we'll see who's going to take this one. It'll be Lucas James. Those of you that know your fashion, Battistoni's the renowned Italian fashion house. It's black and red jerseys reflecting the fashion's iconic aesthetic. Here we go, Lucas now. It's a great shot. And up it goes. Nice penalty. Just a small mistake there, unfortunately, for Kazakh and for Ramon Collardin, but they take the penalty, Battistoni, and they bring themselves back up. (3-2), 1:15 on the clock in this first chukker. Picked up. Now, there goes Lucas James for the pass. On the near-hand side, they're trying to pick it up now. This is really nice. This is very good stuff. Manuel Elizalde tries to have a go on goal on the near side, but it's just rolling wide to the left-hand side, and Kazakh will have the put in there. Great to see Alessandro. He's got the pressure. They're opening up first of all in their first foray in this Open de France. Always hard to set the tone. We're at the La Magdalene Polo Fields, so it's a couple of hours from the actual Chantilly Polo Club. We're on an away game for the first one, and then we'll be joining us later on. I hope you will be for a really, really great match between Talandalakas and Esso, which will be that'll be the first one of the Open de France tournament. Look at this run from these two. Lucas James coming back and trying to defend on the near side. Kazakh just trying to take it. Simon Prado just trying to take that on the near side. Fran's waiting. Fran's going to go up now and try and intercept this. In goes Manuel Elizalde in defending up there. Lucas James comes in. Fran comes in front, though. There's a 3 and a 4 coming down there. So you had Lucas James coming down. Next to him, you had Simon Prado. And then Fran Elizalde wanted to come across there, but that is the end of the chukker, and we'll see where we start for the second chukker now. So, end of chukker 1, Just as the ponies find their way, these players find their way, haven't had much time to practice. They've all come from different tournaments and all been travelling around the world to get here. We finished with 3 to Kazakh, 2 to Battistoni, Polo.
Vous savez pourquoi j'aime vivre ici? Parce que j'aime ses habitants. J'aime les soutenir avec mon livret. Et j'aime donner 1 euro chaque mois à un projet et voir ma banque en donner autant. J'aime voir s'élever les nouvelles entreprises près de chez moi. J'aime voir arriver à maturité les initiatives locales qui nous régalent. J'aime voir que l'on prend soin des êtres qui nous sont chers. Des solutions concrètes et solidaires existent pour soutenir ceux qui se mobilisent près de chez moi. J'aime mon territoire.
Well, welcome back, everybody, for the start of the... Takes this penalty. It's a great strike. That's a beautiful strike. There's a lot of wind coming through. You can see from the goal judge's flag. Yeah, it is a goal. He was waiting. Umpire on the post. We've got Araja and Henry Fisher out there as the mounted officials. It goes up and it is a great goal. Pops that one in there. Back to the middle they go. Now Kazakh's so deadly in winning this line out. They just got to keep that momentum. The ponies now stopping and turning as we find Simon Prado just comes through with that one. And that's Fran. That's a great little strike from Fran. Up to Sebastian Agaton. Back into fences. Alessandro. Oh, it's a good backhand from Alessandro. And it tries to then get struck forwards back by Sebastian and Kazakh. But it just goes over the back line. Nice on the little grey. Francisco. And you can see whereas Kazakh, when they win that line out, they just take possession and they very rarely then make mistakes. This one just rolling wide. Already in the second chukker, the pace has just picked up a little bit from the first. That's a nice little stop and comes back inside for Battistoni, trying to find Lucas James, but that's unfortunate. They just came off a pony. It's backed by Simon Prado. Prado up to Fran. Fran up to Ramon. Ramon in front, a goal. This is Kazakh. And that's how they affect and dynamic play from all 3 players there. All 4 players, Sebastian getting involved as well. And that will be Ramon Kolodin that pops a nice goal in there for Kazakh. His first of the match so far. 4-3. Back to the middle, picked up on the near side once again. Come on, he just tried to have another run to goal there. He had a great goal just up there. It's a lovely little backhand from Prado. Prado up to Fran. Fran gets taken out by Lucas James. Lucas gets a bit of an open backhand onto it. It hits a little bit of traffic, comes back inside. It comes falls to Simon Prado. Prado now, he's got Fran coming out to help him. He's come right back on that grey. Now there it is. There's the knock-up back to Ramon. Ramon now, will he be able to fall to his offside? Comes back on and picked up and cleared. Nice by Manuel Elizalde to try and find Lucas James. That was a very, very good pass, but it was intercepted really nicely by Ramon Colladine. And Fran says, okay, come on then, guys. I'll pop in on, get on that. This is a lovely little graze. He cuts through. He played this in the British Open, Cowdrey, and in the season. He's just left it behind. Lucas James giving him a lot of pressure from Battistoni, but he's very effective on this little mare, and he cuts through. He's gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes for the next shot. There is the shot from Fran. That's what he's so good at. Oh, and the flag goes up to the left-hand side from here. It looked like it had gone in. Okay, so it has gone wide. It went to the right-hand side. It was looked cracking little effort, though, from Fran Elizalde. He's popped off that grey now, giving a little bit of a rest. A couple of changes for the Battistoni. Alessandro's just changed onto Luce. Or Luce. Chatting to him before the game. He's got two mares, Reina and Luce, that he likes playing. And he's in behind, giving some hassle, but it's just chipped down. It's left now. Everybody checks up. Lucas James is going to come to it. He's going to get taken out by... Simon is waiting. Simon is waiting. That was nice by Lucas James. In goes Pierre Horace. Pierre tries to find Fran. Back to Kazakh. Fran can't quite get to it. Lucas James back in for Battistoni. There's the shot by Battistoni. Hits a little bit more traffic. Picked back up on the near side by Simon Prado as he takes it round now onto the... all the way on the other side by the pony lines, and it's opened up his horse for a little bit more speed. This is nice. This is a lovely advance, and there's Patron Sebastian Agaton waiting for the ball. Just gets backed by Lucas James. Beautiful inside back shot, and it's picked up by Battistoni so well. Will there be a whistle on that play? There will, unfortunately. Manuel Elizalde just tried to get to that ball to play it. It hit a pony, and then he went to play that ball, but Kazakh were already on the line, so that'll be unfortunate. Simon Prado had got there very quickly. He'd gone from defence to attack. So, spot penalty. It's 2 minutes to go in this second chukker. Fran Elizalde hits that ball nicely up to the left-hand side, but there's no Kazakh players there as yet. It's just intercepted by Manuel from brother to brother. So we got Manuel Elizalde, 6-goal player, playing against Fran, 8-goal player. Manuel now takes it. He's going to get ridden off. Nice little bump. Keeps it on his hip. Just doesn't want to get intercepted too much by Ramon, but he's having a good game, Colladine. He leaves that now for Lucas James, who's left his man and has a bit of space. Manuel then goes up to the left-hand side. Oh, comes off the back of his pony. That's unfortunate for Lucas. There's the backhand. Ramon falls to Fran. Simon Prado's there, backed by Lucas. He's doing a great job in defence. Whoa, there's a great shot. No whistle from the umpire as they move away now. It is Manuel and Pierre Horace running towards goal. Sebastian Agaton is the only Kazakh player to try and get in there for defence. He's got to play the man without fouling. He's going to go for the backhand. He gets it. The great little backhand from Sebastian Agaton. He had a brilliant season so far on the European circuit and in the UK, and also the World Polo Tour has just given him MVP, or amateur, best amateur player with Patron and Sebastian. Congratulations on that for the World Polo Tour affiliation. Had a great season and absolutely made waves with Kazakh this year. Ball's out over the boards, 27 seconds to go. Quick drop ball for Battistoni. It'll be Lucas James out. He'll going to quickly take this. He's such a big hitter, Lucas. On a horse called Orchestra. intercepted. Wasn't a great hit, that one. There I was saying he's such a great player. Lovely to see him do all these big shots. He's a good penalty taker, but that one just fell short. And once again, it's picked up by the dynamic dual threat. Francisco Elizalde leaves it behind, but Ramon is having a great game backing him up. Here he goes, Coladin. Ramon pushes it back up to Fran. In goes Manuel Elizalde. In goes Pierre Reche. Battistoni just desperately looking a little bit flustered, a little bit in the defence there. Kazakh not as effective in finishing, though. And so it falls to the black and red shirts. Up to Alessandro. Oh, dodgy bounce. Just couldn't quite find that one. And that will be Fran who picks that next shot up. And that is the whistle. That is the end of the second chukker. Quite a stagnant chukker, to be honest. We kicked off with a penalty to take a goal for Battistoni. But it's 4-3 at the end of chukker number 2. Well, welcome back, everybody. We're live on Polo Line TV, streaming around the world for the French Open, the Open de France, the Barnes Open de France, celebrating its 25th anniversary, 25th anniversary this year. An edition that brings really some of the very best of international polo to the unique setting of France and to the Polo Club du Monde de Chantilly. Today we are on this match at the La Magdalene Polo Club. What a beautiful field this is. It's had a lot of work done over the last few years, and it really is probably one of the best fields within the circuit. We've got 3 weeks of competition. We've got over 30 matches. We've got 16 teams on the starting line and a tournament that promises to be truly exceptional. And we kick off with Kazakh, obviously finalists of the British Open in the UK, winners of this in 2023 with Nico Pierres, and runners-up as well. They've been runners-up back in 2021, where actually La Magdalene won. They beat Kazakh in 2021. So Battistoni in the black and red shirts, 3 goals, Kazakh 4, with third chukker of the very first qualifying match of over 30-odd matches to go for some seriously competitive teams. I mean, it's become one of the sought-after level of tournaments here on the European circuit, and it's attracting some seriously top players. In the last 5 years it's exploded, but more about that as we go on. So they line up. We finished there where the whistle was blown at the end of the second chukker. We start with the third. That's a lovely backhand from Simon, picked up by Ramon. Intercepted. Manuel Elizalde for Battistoni, backed once again by Simon, trying to find Francisco Elizalde. Now here comes Lucas James for Battistoni. He's so good at the number 4 position. You got Pierre Reche, tries to find Alessandro. Alessandro's got to stick to it. Yes, he has, but had he left that line a little bit too much? I think he had left that line a little bit too much as he came back to play for that. And unfortunately, Kazakh were coming down there And Simon Prado just wins their penalty. So Fran takes this quick. Waiting is his brother. Manuel, brother against brother. And what a shot. What a shot from Fran. Highest goal scorer in many a tournament. I mean, he holds a title in Argentina for a lot of goals. And he was always high-scoring machine. And with a goal like that, you can see why. 5-3. Okay, balls in. Got to win these lineouts. Battistoni, the Italian, Rome led. Oh, what a strike from Battistoni, and what a goal. Absolute stormer of a goal for Pierre Recce, the 4-goal. Let's have a quick look at this again on the replay. He went out to the right-hand side. He took a nice little shot. The wind is right behind him. You can see the trees and the wind there, and it just got behind, sailed it through the posts. That's a cracker. Well done, Pierre Recce. Cousin, actually, to Lucas James, these two. There's Lucas James, Pierre Recce cousins, and Alfonso Nero. A little bit more wind in the black and red shirts for Battistoni. So, line out one. Picks up once again on the near side by Fran. Elizalde, he's got Sebastian Agaton going for the run. Behind him, he's got Prado. And come on, that's a great strike up, utilising all his team. Come on, Sebastian, as he rides down onto this one. Just couldn't quite get a full connection on that one. He gets a little bit of a hit to it, but it bounces out to the left-hand side. And it'll be Lucas James intercepted well. But look at that. Read really, really well by Ramon. But, oh, good ride off and claimed back once again by Pierre. And by Manuel. Elizalde now tries to go back to Lucas James, but also trying to find Pierre. Oh, mistake from Simon. From here, is Lucas going to go? He looks up. He's got a bit of traffic. He knows Francisco's going back. He knows everybody's going back in defence. He rolls it through the gap. It's straight through the middle. It's a brilliant, great foresight there from Lucas. Took his time. There's the flag go up, and that was absolutely seamless. So he knew he had some people going. He didn't want to loft it. He just took another hit on it, and then he drove it straight through. There was a big gap down the middle. If he had enough power, he knew he could pop that through. And look at that straight away. Battistoni have come out. This is a brilliant chucker from them starting. We had half a chucker of the third, and they've scored 2 goals already. This is really nice stuff for Battistoni. Five. And again, they win the line out. Very important for these opening matches to get some qualifying, good high scoring and wins within the team. Taken back inside by Kazakh. Got to be intercepted now. Backed by Battistoni. Picked up by Lucas James over the top of that one, with being hard pressed there by Ramon Colladine. He's had a really good game, Ramon, so far. There's Lucas. He has to come back to it. Still gets a hit up. Tries to find Alessandro. Good hit from Alessandro now forwards. Both patrons going head-to-head. Sebastian Agaton just tries to get a little backhand on that one. Sebastian couldn't quite get a big hit, but Francisco Elizalde comes in, picks that up for Kazakh. Hits it hard now. Ramon Colladine going down. This is going to be good, but he leaves it now for Simon Prado. Simon Prado coming towards all the way. Will he finish? Yes, he will. 3, 2, 1. Little tap. There goes the flag. And that is a nice goal for Kazakh. And Simon, the 6-goal player, finishes that one off. What is he, 25 years of age, Simon? Argentine. He plays the Queen's Cup. He's played with, often associated with 4 quarters. Has won the Royal Windsor Cup a few times. and he was playing alongside Calatagan this year in England with Facundo Pierres, the Calat. Oh, what a steal by Lucas James. That was brilliant little insight. Now, Sebastian's got to be careful. Good, he leaves that one. But Fran comes in and says, if you're going to steal it, I'm going to steal it back. Backhand, just bounces off a pony. It bounces off Pierre Horeche. Horeche now up to Lucas James. He hasn't got enough power to try and find that pass. That was a little bit too far given to him by Pierre. So Lucas had his work cut out because Francisco was already there. Came back inside. That was good from Fran, but not a great strike from Pierre, which means they've left that now for Fran. Elzalde now says, look, keep going with the man and we'll go straight through the middle. You've got a man with a man there. Opens it up really lovely. Literally, that was so nice from Ramon and so nice from Sebastian. He's got every man taken and he pops it through. Classic goal from Fran. Saw the gap. And Kazakh doing a great job with Ramon on a man and Sebastian on a Battistoni man. And it just led the way open and the gates were clear. He's not. It's so nice to watch Fran because he's just so calm when he's out there. He's what is he? Major titles and finals of the Argentine Open. You know, you got the Hurlingham, Tortugas. He's won last year. He won this French Open with La Fija Sandbox. He's won a British Open before. He's won CB Whitney Cups and US Opens. I mean, so good to have such talented. And a little talent like that where he saves it off the line, but it got returned to sender and finished by his brother Manuel. And Manuel Elizalde manages to capitalise on that. That was really good. Fran went back in there in defence, tried to get the near side backhand, and then Manuel was there and said, I'm just going to finish that off. Thank you very much. And that is a goal to Battistoni. And that is the end of the third chukker. We've got two more chukkers to go. It is Kazakh 7, but Battistoni, every time Kazakh get a goal, they just keep pumping back. So still a close game, could go either way. We've got a nice little fun ping-pong here between some of the players that we recorded last night at the presentation, the team shirt presentation party. Have a look at that. It's a bit of fun and see what the players think. See you shortly.
Para vos, ¿cuál va a ser el equipo revelación del torneo?
Equipo revelación, la Berta.
Eternal.
Y para mí el favorito, Octogón.
La Esperanza.
Equipo revelación, La Esperanza.
La Esperanza.
Y ahora, ¿cuál va a ser el jugador que dé la nota en este torneo?
Clint Ferrari.
Ítalo Bigliercho. Pariente.
La Ulé.
Gonzalo Ferrari.
Jugador revelación, Clint Ferrari.
El gran Juan Cruz Araya.
Pero para repetirlo mirando a cámara.
Juan Cruz Araya.
Sí, la verdad que estamos bien, contentos con el equipo. Anduvimos por suerte bien en Deauville, ganamos la Copa de Oro, así que contentos y nada, con muchas ganas de arrancar acá en Chantilly. Bueno, veníamos jugando siempre con Rufino, la combinación era Rufino y yo, y el año pasado lo subieron a 8 y ahí ya no entrábamos por un tema de handicap y surgió la idea de Gonza Ferrari de invitarlo y dijo enseguida que sí, así que por eso jugamos con él. No, bueno, un buen torneo sería para nosotros ganar y repetir el título del 2022. Nada, muy entusiasmado, la verdad que es un equipo nuevo, va a ser el primer año de Paquito. La verdad que nada, con mucho entusiasmo, nuevos objetivos, nuevo equipo, así que nada, con ganas de llegar a Argentina y ver cómo andamos, cómo funcionamos y tratar de andar lo mejor posible.
So, welcome back, everybody. A very big hello from France here for the first opening match of the 25th anniversary of the Open de France, the Barnes Open de France here, the first opening qualifying match. We're at the La Magdalene Polo Club on their beautiful fields, ready for the second half. So you can see first half between Kazakh and Battistoni. Very even. We had a sort of a strong chukker come back from Battistoni in the third, but Kazakh 3-2 the first. They then led 4-3 in the second, and then 7-6 in the third. Quite a nice third chukker from both sides as we're just opening up a little bit more with the horses. The rain has just started to come, though. We kicked off without any rain, so that's going to affect a little bit as we move in. There's a bit of wind in the air and a little bit of rain coming in. We've got Henry Fisher on board, Jose Araja on board, and Clement Gosset is our third man on the sides. So it's the 25th anniversary. It's the bringing all of the very best of international polo. It is one of the sought-after cups on the European circuit, the Open de France. It really is. In the last 5 years, it's absolutely exploded. And we've got about 3 weeks, just under 3 weeks of top competition. We've got over 30 matches, 16 teams coming forwards to battle it out. And it really has become one of the main one in France, but also one of the biggest of this level on the European circuit. The ball's about to be thrown in by the umpire, and this tournament is really starting to see some top players come to compete. Like this man here, Francisco Elizalde, being chased hard by Lucas James, the number 4 for Battistoni. Fran hits the ball up now, tries to find... Oh, beautifully picked up by Simon Prado. Oh, it's a lovely little game. Going to go for the cut shot. Oh, sticked out of it. Nice stick out by Pierre Lecce. Picked up by Manuel Elizalde. Manuel Elizalde is coming along now. He's got it. He's got no one in front of him now. He's got a bit of pressure. Lucas James has cut back up on the inside, but he's being hard chased by Ramon. Manuel waiting. Oh, a lot of pressure there from Fran. Both brothers against brothers. They've played so much together and know each other so well. He takes it forwards, Fran. Everybody thinking he was going for the back shot. brother going in, trying to hook him. He's got away from him there. Bouncing ball. Look at this. This is nice from Fran. Still got it. Elizalde, guys, a joy to watch. They're rushing back now. It will be Pierre Reche who has a little stop. Oh, it's just enough. It's enough to just stop Fran in his tracks. And backing him up is his brother Manuel. In goes Simon Prado. Ball bounces out a little bit. They cancel each other out, and it falls to Lucas James. Now, he slows things down a little bit and says, right, let's regroup, guys. Battistoni up to Alessandro. Alessandro Manabra for Battistoni. Just trying to get the ball to the right-hand side. But he just can't find that one. It comes back inside. And Fran has a go at trying to get it to it. But once again, it's Battistoni. Can they finish from here? There's the shot on goal. But it's stopped in its tracks. Once again, great defence from Kazakh. Back to Battistoni. Surely from here. There's another attempt at goal. And it's just wide to the right-hand side. Bit of rain in the eyes. And a little bit more coming down. A little heavier now. It truly is the start of autumn. September has come. And the sun has really sort of disappeared, and clouds and rain. It's getting a little bit cooler. And we're kind of running into this last bit of September. We could do with an Indian summer, as they call it, in September here. But I think over the weekend, we've got 3 weeks of polo here. We are promised to have some good weather as well. But just always a bit of pressure on the first opening day. There's a little pass now. That's great. Fran comes storming back in. I love this pony. Started the fourth chucker really, really well. Cuts back inside. He's got nobody now on a man. He's got his brother Manuel Elizalde waiting there in defence. There's a little chip shot in to just try and find Jamon, but he just couldn't quite find Coladin. So Elizalde picks it up for Battistoni, as in Manuel, and Pierre Reche. They both try and bring this ball out now. Pierre. Back up to Manuel. Manuel in front of his brother. Brother against brother. Still, stolen by Fran. Gets forwards. Cuts back inside by Ramon. Sorry, Simon Prado. Prado now cuts left. Ramon's there waiting right. Backed by Lucas James. He's been keeping the back door shut all the way. Back to Manuel Elizalde. Comes back in for Battistoni. Getting a little bit sticky out there. Lucas just piles it on and says, right, let's clear, let's get some space, let's open up a little bit. Tries to find Pierre, Reche and Manuel, but back goes Francisco. Just cancels him out, puts him on his hip side, claims the ball really nicely. Lovely little turn by Fran. He's got Lucas James in front of him. Got to be careful he doesn't go too much. He's got a couple of options now to the left-hand side. There's the little chip in, and there it is, picked up beautifully by Kazakh. Battistoni reads it, though. They try to come in on the backhand, but in doing that, there is a whistle. Should it have gone from the off to the near? And it might have been a little foul there. Whistle blown. Let's have a quick look at the replay. So picked up. Yeah, okay. So black shirt had it last. Battistoni looked like he coming through. Pierre Reche. And a couple of options now when the whistle's blown. A couple of changes. Most of Kazakh changing. All these horses coming from England for Kazakh. We're just catching up with the team earlier on. All the Kazakh ponies coming over. A lot of these horses we would have seen play in the high goal in the UK, the Queen's Cup and the Gold Cup. Fran was saying he's got a couple from Nico Pierres. He's got Open Finca, Open Big Sister, Open Mallorca coming out, and then a couple that were played in the Argentine Open actually a lot, and he actually played them in England this year. Abajana and Cavala. Some of Fran's horses. Okay, here we go. Battistoni. Up to Lucas James. Lucas James now asked for a bit of speed on that horse, but in goes Fran. He's so good at just coming in, swooping in, taking on the near side, taking it round. There's the backhand. Will it be enough? It's not enough. It was read really well by Pierre Reche. This could be a chance now for Battistoni. Behind is Lucas. He tries to go through some traffic. In doing that, there's a whistle on the play. There'll be a penalty. Yeah. So it'll be Fran there, manages to get that penalty for them, for Kazakh, for Elizalde, Battistoni. Lucas should have left that alone. Here we go. So quickly taken now. Just brings it forwards. Waiting is Pierre Reche for Battistoni. Fran decides to... What is Fran deciding to do? Oh, I'm not sure Fran actually meant to do that, but he still managed to keep hold of it. Leaves it now, gets scored off it. That was very lucky. I'm not sure that game plan worked as well as Fran wanted it to. And there is a great launch. What a strike from Simon Prado. Tries to find back to Fran. He ran onto that one, but Lucas James, loving watching him in the number 4 position. Look forward to seeing how he goes throughout this tournament. Haven't seen him play for a couple of years, and yeah, fantastic. Still Kazakh, though. Returned back by Fran, and as Fran tries to hit that, in goes Battistoni. There is a clash of sticks and a whistle on the play. Okay, so we had a white player coming down in front of Lucas James asking for the foul, and he gets the whistle, and he does get the foul. And he's just asked if he can change horses as well. So whistle on the play in the 4th chukker, 2:30. It's a 16-goal tournament. We've got 5 chukkers, no free changes unless umpires deems it. We've got 9 umpires running this tournament. There is so much polo going on here in France at the moment. Fantastic. September really is key. We've got a women's polo. Some of the highest rated players coming out to join us out here for the women's tournament. Hope Arano from America. We've got Hazel Jackson, Millie Hine. We've got Lila Salvo. We've got so many good high-rated women's players. Eleanor Venot from France and the Venot sisters playing alongside this big mixed tournament. The 25th anniversary since 2001 now this tournament's been played, and it is really attracting in the last 5 to 6 years some of the top players, and that is very much in seeing all the lineups. You can see all of these players now, strong players that have participated in, say, the Argentine Open or won US Open Championships or Argentine Opens. We've got Polon Sterling joining us this year. Sapo Cassette, his very first ever French Open, so looking forward. So he comes with a very strong team. So yeah, we're looking forward to discovering who is going to be the ones that make it all the way through this very grueling and competitive tournament. Okay, so taken by Battistoni, but it wasn't capitalised on it well, and it was capitalised on by Fran. It's Lucas James. I don't think he's going to get that far. Francisco. There's a whistle on the play, and that is let's have a quick look here. So Fran was away. So there's the backhand, and Fran picks it up. Have another look at this replay again. So it's backed. Read well by Fran. It looked like it was just off the ball. We see something happening with the Battistoni. So they have awarded a penalty against Alessandro's team, the Battistoni guys. So it will be Fran has this penalty. Elizalde to take it to 8-6. Yeah, nicely done. Okay, so and now they're going back to the middle. Okay, and then it'll be, so we're obviously a technical, possibly. Fran's just going to go and quickly change. Yeah, okay, so there was a umpire call, so they've obviously taken the penalty, brought it back to the middle. So someone's a little bit of back chat or a technical against Battistoni. So it's 8-6. Oh, that's hard. That's hard. Look how it can quickly change from 7-6 to 8. And if they do well on this set play, Fran's changed. He's got Sebastian there. Fran's going to try and take it himself. He cuts through one. He's got Lucas James. He's got a lot of pressure. Trips it back. This is nice. Simon takes a big shot at it. Will it go all the way? This is great from Kazakh. Oh, it's in front of goal, but it's saved on the line. And finished. And goal. Wow. Gone from 7-6 to 8-6 to 9-6 because of a technical against Battistoni. And that is Simon Prado. Fran scored 5 of those 9 goals. one again. Up to Ramon Colladin. Chips that back inside to try and find Francisco, but he can't get to that. It's picked up by Lucas James on the near side. That was very nicely done on Lucas. He gets caught off it by Manuel Elizalde. And we've got the two brothers here, Elizalde versus Elizalde, the number 3 in the black and number 4 in the white shirt. He tries to find Pierre Reche into Lucas James. Lucas runs down onto that one, but it's read by Simon Prado. Prado under the neck, just bounces off Lucas James, and there's a whistle. So Prado played the ball. It hit Lucas, but then a whistle followed from that. Okay. So Prado hitting the ball into the back of Lucas. He played the shot, but he played it directly into Battistoni's horse. So we've got a penalty. Lucas James will capitalise on this one, see if they can bring it back up a little bit more with 40 seconds in the fourth chukker. One more chukker to go after this. 9 Kazakh lead, 6 Battistoni. Penalty to Lucas James. He's played all over the circuit, does Lucas. Wow, what a strike. Look at that. But it looks like it's gone wide. That looked like it had gone from here. Umpire says, yes, I think it did. Kazakh is shaking their arms saying that was not in. Umpire have given it. The rain is coming down, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, on the live stream. Do join us for the whole of this tournament. Schedules available on the Polo, Chantilly Polo Club website and on Polo Line TV, Chukker app as well. And follow us all on the Polo Line, and you'll find out all the games will be live streamed exactly up to date with scores as well. In it goes. They win the line out. So it was a goal. Battistoni managed to get one there. The 2 threes. Look at this. That's nice from Manuel Elizalde against Simon Prado. It's left for Francisco. Francisco cuts it back inside. He's waiting. Lucas James waiting. Oh, he chipped it back, but there was no one there. Who's going to turn to it? Oh, look at this. Look at this turn. What a turn. And he still manages to keep hold of it. Lucas there. What a pony. Wow, from both of them. Lucas turned as well. It was literally millimetres, but don't tell me, Fran. Look at this. If he scores from here, it's going to be unbelievable stuff. Still in Kazakh's possession, though. Oh, Ramon knocks it back inside. That was beautiful, but there's a whistle on the play. And that is the end of the chukker. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 9 Kazakh, 7 to Battistoni. We'll be back for the 5th and final chukker of this opening qualifying match very shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to Polo Line TV and to the final chukker of this opening qualifying match here at Le Magdalene Polo Field for the Open de France, the first. We kick off today in the rain. Hopefully that'll get better as we go along. Battistoni, 7 goals. Kazakh, 9. Only 1 goal for that one between the third and the fourth. Chucko Battistoni, and that was from a penalty. More field goals coming from Kazakh. And they also, Battistoni gave away a technical where they were given against them. So Kazakh capitalised on that, and so did Francisco Elizalde with at least 5 goals on the scoreboard for that 9. Whistle, no, it's still got it. No, it's just getting a little bit messy as they bring it back out now. Falls now to, that will be a whistle there. So Battistoni coming up the field, Kazakh coming across. So Kazakh just causing a foul there right at the far end. That's a shame for them. And they comes up. And there will be a Battistoni 5B. Depends on where they were and where the field and who was coming across from Kazakh. But that's quite a moving up to 5B might help them. Battistoni, this could be an important play for them. Get a bit of confidence. 7 minutes on the clock. They've got the whole chukker to go now. From here, they could pop another one on, and the 1 goal behind. It's not a bad place to be. So, what will Lucas do here? James absolutely launches that ball. Falls just a little bit flat to Manuel Elizalde. They all turn on it. So does Fran. Brilliantly picked up by Elizalde as he comes across here. He's so good at watching this ball. Bit sticky now, so he's going to keep it close. Still Fran, he's got a runner now to the left of him. He just can't quite keep hold of that, and the bouncing ball. Alessandro Barnaba comes round, the Italian Roma Polo Club, prominent Italian figure. He's led the Battistoni team for a few years now, since about 2017. Francisco Elizalde passes it up to Sebastian Agutto. He's had such a great, what a patch on, what a season they've had in the European circuit. In Argentina, back in Elestina, and then they went to the UK and had a great run in the high goal. And Sebastian has been rocking and rolling. But look at this. This is really, really nice from Battistoni and from Pierre Horeche. Oh, just leaves that one behind. Backed by Simon Prado. Lucas James reads it well. Lucas now coming through. Still Lucas. Back now to the number 3. Manuel Elizalde for Battistoni. Manuel right in front of goal. Can he finish? Manuel, it's getting... Oh, what a back. What a great back by Kazakh. The rain's coming down now. It's getting quite sticky for them. It's really slowed down. And it goes cleared by Francisco Elizalde. Simon Prado coming to it as well. So is Ramon. Right, quick break. They've got a couple of men behind. They've got to get this ball. They cut it left to try and find Ramon and to find Simon Prado. James goes in. Oh, stolen. Will he get blown for that? No, he doesn't. Still going. This is great from Fran, but it's intercepted by Pierre Lecce. He looks over his shoulder. He's got Ramon there to try and take it on the near side, and he does so. Stolen very nicely. Takes possession. Now he's got to try and get it back. Back to Francisco or back to... And a whistle on the play. Now this end here, both put their sticks up. Simon Prado puts his stick up. So does Manuel Elizalde. Okay, quick change for Pierre Horeche for Battistoni. Ball's been placed down on the line. Does it look like there's some rules are going to be taught and called quite early on? The ball's gone to the 5B. Umpires just making sure everybody knows. They've got to look after the ponies. They've got to look after, but there's also going to be some tough rules to follow, which is going to be a very important to get the message out as quickly as possible. Horeche wins that penalty. cousin to Lucas James, Pierre. He's been playing quite a lot with Battistoni lately. He's open to Soleil, Ambassadors Cup in Saint-Tropez. Battistoni have doing some well, a lot of championships in Saint-Tropez. And the Duke of Aosta in Roma in this year, actually. He plays against Lucas James, with Lucas James most of the time, and also other cousin Alfonso Nero. Lucas hits that ball up. Now, looks like the rain might be slowing down. It's getting a bit lighter to the left-hand side. You'll be able to see on your screens here. Another one. Getting a little bit messy in this last chucker. There's only 2 goals in it to draw, 3 goals now to win for Battistoni. Kazakh just trying to keep that lead. So they turn very quickly onto that line. The Battistoni. Umpires just having a quick chat. Henry Fisher, Jose Araja, and Clément Gosset is the third man. Having a chat with Clément. Roll in. No, not a roll in. It's going to be a hit to Kazakh. Okay. Couldn't quite see he was at fault there. Strike taken quickly. Kazakh, look at the run. Great run by Prado. Picked up by Lucas James, but as Lucas James came through right in front of the whistle, blown. Don't think they like Lucas James coming through on that one on Kazakh. So the ball was, okay, yeah. Down was Fran. Alzade coming one way. Lucas James going the other. Okay, penalty, which might take them to 10 now. Kazakh looking like they just keeping that edge. It'll be Francisco. No, Fran, he's put it wide. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see from an angle here. He looks up, he shoots. Oh, yeah, yeah. Unfortunate for Fran. Keeps them on 9. James brings it in, cuts it left. Manuel, oh, Fran tries to read it to take it off his brother, but Manuel chipped it forwards, and now Lucas James is on the run. Lucas got a finish. He's being chased by Ramon. Pitched the ball up a little bit too high, but he comes back down to it now. Cuts it back inside, but so does Simon Prado come to it for Kazakh. What a turn. He's got a lot of traffic, and he managed to turn that beautifully. Sebastian Agaton moves over to the right-hand side. There's the little pass to try and find Fran or Sebastian. Oh, will Fran get it? He's got to be careful he doesn't foul. He claims a line. He's got a Pierre Hereche waiting. Sebastian gets caught off it. Agaton goes up. Fran's there. Fran to Ramon. It's just rolling a little bit sticky out there now. The rain is slowing down, but the ground's a little bit wet. Chuck has certainly been very much of a stop-and-start one. Lucas James doesn't like that at all about Kazakh coming through here and Simon Prado, but Simon Prado does a very, very good job at keeping hold of that possession with 2 minutes or so on the clock. Francisco comes back to it again. Elizalde stolen by Lucas James, but as Lucas James comes through, once again, I think possession was firmly in the Kazakh camp. So Fran gave it a little chip forwards. It went about a metre or two, and he tried to move forwards. He had a guy riding by him, but Lucas James decided to come in and steal that one. So it is a penalty to Kazakh. That's another one Lucas James has. He's given away a couple in the last couple of chukkers. Such a he moves with such purpose and such speed across the field, but in doing so, he's quite quick to get onto that ball, and sometimes it just causes a little bit of issue on the line for Battistoni. Manuel Elizalde is just going to change off whilst his brother Fran takes this one for Kazakh. Now he missed the one before. This one's on the 60-yard line. Can he get this one? So he walks up to it, and it is a nice strike, and it is wide to the right-hand side again. That looked like it deflected off something. 2 minutes 20, 9-7. Lucas James tries to steal that one back. Francisco, so quick, comes in. And as he comes in, Lucas James was firmly saying, I'm not giving away a penalty this time. This time you are. I'm firmly on that line. That is mine. And that will be a penalty to Battistoni with 2 minutes on the clock. 9-7. Unlucky Fran. It's possible. I think he's given away many penalties in this match. But James, such a strong strike from him. Very popular on the US circuit as well as the European circuit, Lucas James. Played in the UK, France, USA. Okay, starting to slow down weather-wise here. A bit of sun coming back out. Rain is not in their eyes. Here we go, Fran. Look at the way these ponies stop and turn, and this pitch does not look like it's had loads of players galloping around on it. It's really doing well with that bit of rain that's come down. You can hardly see the difference. Francisco Elizalde goes past one. He's got his brother to beat. He cuts back inside. Couldn't quite finish that off Pierre Lecce. What a turn from James. What a pony and what a turn. Just can it be continued? Yes, it can. Manuel Elizalde goes for the big strike. And it's red. Red by his brother. Got to be finished. Manuel can't believe it. He holds his head down. Fran's on his own. They're not even going to chase him. Francisco Elizalde to finish. 3, 2, 1. And he pops it away, and he'll be pleased with that one. And that will be 10-7. And Kazakh firmly going to take the opening win of this qualifying of the first day, the first match of this tournament. Couple of penalties missed for Fran. 10-7, respectable scoreline. One more hurrah. They've got about 20 seconds or so. Can they pop it up to 8? Battistoni. Quite a tough draw for them, coming straight out to the finalists of the British Open and the winners of this back in 2023. Fran won this last year. He's title holder with La Fija Sandbox, where he was playing alongside Rufino Benzedon. And they're going to call that, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. It is 10-7 to Kazakh, the final score of the first match of the opening day of this Open de France here. We're at the La Magdalene Polo Club. Battistoni, they tried hard. They just couldn't quite finish and get those breaks. A couple of silly penalties and a technical from them also didn't help, where Kazakh scored 2 goals straight off the back from there. And that was in the 9-7 there in the fourth chukker. You can see it was 7-6. They were so close. The fourth chukker, they got given some penalties, Kazakh on a plate, and they took them 9-7. And then obviously nothing from Battistoni from the 4th to the 5th. So there we go. Over 30 matches to go. Over 7 or 8 nations being represented. We've got some top international players coming to the field here over the next 3 weeks. And we'll be live tuning later on this afternoon between Talandrakis and Esso, which will be this afternoon at the Chantilly Polo Club. So for now, thank you very, very much for watching. We're just going to have a quick look at some of the goals just before we leave you. A lot of them coming from Fran. I mean, how many did he have? 4, 5, 6 goals, I think. Fran has 6 goals, and then this one. It's another one, Mr. Goal Scorer. He is Mr. Goal Scorer, highest goal scorer of the British Open, and renowned for his effective playmaking. Dual threat, I like to call him. This was a night. Lucas James, he had a really good first half, I thought, Lucas, but in the second half, I think just the team just started to kind of fragment a little bit. Here's Fran again. Oh, no, this is Simon Prado. Yeah, that last one was from Simon. Okay, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Simon Prado pops that one in. Here's Fran again. All on his own. Nobody there. Thank you. Let's have a quick look down at the pony lines. Sun's out now. A very happy Sebastian Agaton, who also recently won the World Polo Tour MVP for the amateur player in July. Okay, we'll see you later, ladies and gentlemen. Polo Line for the second match. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you to tuning in. We hope you'll join us on this journey over the next 2 to 3 weeks down here. First win goes to Kazakh, and we'll see you later on this afternoon. Bye-bye.